Hey you guys, it's Jen. I am going to be doing some eye swatches and hand swatches on my Shine by SD Cosmetics eyeshadows that I received. When I say received, I mean I paid for these with my own money. This is not sponsored in any way. I did not get these for free or anything. I did actually spend my own hard-earned cash on these, but they are absolutely incredible. They are so beautiful and I have been having so much fun playing with them. I've literally touched them every single day since I've got them. And I wanted to show you guys. I hope you can see the colors switching in the light because I'm in front of a natural light window, but I do also have my other light on, which I just shut off. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see the color switch on these, but I will show you like the tips of my finger swatch, the back of my hand. I'll swatch it, I'll blend it out really good, like big swatches, and I'm going to put them on my eyes. So my whole face is done. And I actually have on the perimeter part of my eye, I have my MAC eyeshadow up to my brow bone area. So the rest is my MAC eyeshadows. If you guys have seen my channel, I have been swatching all of my MAC eyeshadows. So far my singles. I do have some pre-made palettes from MAC, but mostly I have singles. And I've been swatching those and I have just like, I always love MAC so much. So I thought today I would use some of those because it was really fun to swatch them the other day. And I really feel like these colors will go well with every single one of the shades in here. When I'm looking at these, this one looks purple. This one looks almost reddish gold. This one looks sort of, yellowy goldish, and this one looks almost peachy gold. So when I'm looking in the camera, this one looks green, this one looks like a silver lilac, this one looks more like a reddish maroon, and this one looks more like a raspberry maroon. So definitely check out the Shine by SD Cosmetics website. I will link that down below. I highly recommend you check their Instagram because they have so many swatches and eye looks on their Instagram, and their eyeshadows are phenomenal. It is a Canadian Black owned brand. Highly recommend you get over there and support. And now we're going to go ahead and get swatching. These were $17 a piece each Canadian. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply each and every single one of these on my eye. The first one I'm going to go in with is Pride, which is this one here. And I'm going to do my eyes first and then I'll do my swatches because I just don't want to have too much stuff all over my hands. And I was considering putting a black base down because I think having a black base on my eye would probably help a little more show the swatch, like the shift. I am prepared for this, but right now, like, my mental state is telling me to just use the shadows themselves because you really don't need much of anything except, oh, I forgot to get my glitter base. I'm just gonna grab my glitter base. And don't mind, I'm filming from a different area of my room. So don't mind like the way that I'm angled, and I have like a big sheet on my mirror back here because when my son sees himself, he walks on our end tables, and our end tables have just like a what is that, tempered glass or whatever on top, and that's it. And I don't want him standing on that and falling through. So we cover it so that he doesn't try to see himself too much in there. So if you're wondering why it's like that, that's why. So the only one I'm really using the glitter base for is Jumping for Joy, which is right here. And it's because it's incredibly foiled. You can probably see in the pan, it's incredibly foiled. So there is a bit of kick up with that one. And I want to make sure that I get that stuck to my eye. I don't want to like losing any and putting it on like the lower part of my eye. There probably will be some fallout. I am not actually prepared for that, but we're just gonna go ahead and try anyways because I can't wait any longer. I can't wait any longer. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. So the first one I'm gonna put on my eye is Pride. I am actually going to apply a little bit of this base to the outer portion of my eye. Did I grab a brush for that? No, let me grab a brush for that. So I'm going to use the same one as I usually use. I'm sorry, I'm like so not prepared. I'm just too excited and I want to get into it. But I'm using the same one as I use for my my glitter glue base, but I'm going to use my fingers for my glitter glue today. So just lightly, I guess I should tell you what I'm using here first. This is the Little Black Dress You can tell it's way old. It's like pulling away from the side. But this is the eyeliner from Fergie and Wet n Wild, so you know it's old. The only thing is, this is so good. It is still so good. It works like a charm, and it's just so smooth and buttery. So I'm going to use this. So I'm just going to lightly place that. I don't want to go too heavy with it, and then I'm going to use my finger and blend that out a little bit, because I just want it to really focus on the centery part of the lid. And I apologize if my eye starts to tear, because this one always tears, so you'll probably see my makeup moving away. That's nothing to do with the makeup itself. It's just because I have allergies and this eye constantly tears all the time. So I'm just putting a little bit of that black base, mostly toward the center of my lid. I might do one side with it and one side without it, and this way you guys could see how it is with and without a black base maybe. So we're going to go in with Pride first. I'm just going to put that on this portion of the lid. And the reason I chose like a purple sort of outside of the eye is because there's a lot of reds and purple tones in the shadows that I ordered from Shine by SD. Yeah, I'm getting some fallout already. And so I wanted to use something that would complement, the eyeshadows. I'm not used to filming from this angle. This is a different desk in my room. I have two vanities, but this one I'm using for work right now because they're allowing us to work from home during the pandemic. So that is Pride. And I'm going to do Pride on this. Oops, I am so sorry. I'm going to do Pride on this eye without a black base, because it does have a black base in it. But just so you can see if you actually need to lay anything down and how it would look on both sides. So definitely with the base, you see more of that impact, and you can definitely see the shift. I will zoom in a little bit shortly, or pull myself in, because I don't really have zoom on this, but I'll come in really close so you guys can see. And I am packing it. I'm like pressing it in. So that one is Pride. The next one I'm going to go in with is called Chime. And this one is very, very similar to Pride. It's like the same, like red to kind of copper shift. This one's more of a raspberry to gold shift, I feel like, on this eye, like on Pride. So again, I'm just like lightly pressing in there. And we're going to start with the black part first, and I'm going to take this on the other, like, middle to inner portion of my eye. I will most definitely need to wipe some fallout away for sure. I do recommend the black base with this. It just makes, oh my gosh, that's so pretty. It just makes it so vibrant. I hope you guys can see the shift in that. It's so vibrant and beautiful. Oh my goodness. And then I'm going to do this on this eye without any base. This is so gorgeous. Like the foil, like you don't need to have the black base underneath in order to get impact, but the black base will most definitely provide you more of the shift and more of the foil look, where without it, it's a very soft, almost smoky look. So either way, like I think this looks fantastic. I really like this. I'm going to blend these two a little bit together. They do actually pair very well together, but you can certainly see a difference on the lid between the two. At least I can see. I'm not really sure if you guys can see, but you can really pick up that raspberry shade on Chime. So I think what I'm going to do is bring that black in a little more on this side because I do want to do Jumping for Joy with a little bit of the black base as well. And this way you guys can see together like if you prefer the black base or not. So I will just throw a tiny little bit on that and wipe my brush off instead of the glitter glue on this side, and I'll use the glitter glue on the other side for Jumping for Joy. Just want to bring this up a little more. Oh my goodness, this is so pretty. Like, just seeing these shifts in my lid is so pretty. I definitely recommend these eyeshadows for sure. I just picked up a little bit of my eyeshadow area, so I'm just going to throw a little more black there. All right, so I'm going to do Jumping for Joy next, which is this shade here, which is freaking stunning. You need this in your collection. I'm telling you right now, you need this in your collection. It's so stunning. I'm just wiping off the same brush that I was using because actually, you know what? I should use my finger for this one. So I'm just going to use my finger and I'm going to press it on. You most definitely get fallout, so I do recommend using your like either powder underneath your eye first so that you can wipe it away after, or not doing your face first and then you can just wipe that off with a either towel or makeup remover and then do your face. I highly recommend that. But I think honestly, like if you had just some powder underneath, it would be fine to wipe away, but I didn't do that and I'm not sure why. I think I just got a little too excited to play with these today. But I'm really, really liking this Jumping for Joy shade on the black background. I think it looks so pretty. It's a little thicker and more foiled. You can actually tell by the just the texture of it, but I really enjoyed textured eyeshadows anyways. I'm just gonna grab a brush to wipe away that stuff underneath my eyes. And so I just want to make sure that I take that away without creating any issues on my other makeup. So it comes away really nicely, and I think that might just be like the foiled part falling off. But really, like, each of these is a standout shadow, and I'm really hoping that you can see the shift. I am like shutting off my little light, my ring light, and I'm in front of a natural lit window, so I'm really hoping that you can see the shift. So I'm going to go ahead and do the glitter glue now, and I'm going to go put Jumping for Joy on the inner portion of the other eye. And I'm using the Too Faced glitter glue. I've just used this for so many years, and when something works, I don't usually like branch out, but this year I have recently been wanting to try a lot of new things, and I definitely want to try some more glitter bases because I wanted to try what's that one? The one with the company that has like all the glitters, and I can't remember the name of it. Like, that's just super vague. I'm so sorry. But there's a few companies that I want to try, and that was one of them. And I also want to try some product where you can make eyeliners out of your eyeshadows. So those are things that I would like to do in the new year, but I'm on a low buy, so I have to really watch what I'm spending my money on. But Chime by SD Cosmetics will definitely be one of the things that I am going to be splurging on for sure. So again, I'm going to use my finger, and I'm just going to press that in. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. It gives such a different effect on the black base as well as just the glitter glue base. I think I like the black base almost better, but this would be so stunning as halo eye in the center of like purples and pinks, like a very warm purple raspberry looking smoky halo eye. Oh my gosh. even blue. Like it just has some blue tint to it that you can pick up. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Okay, I'm just gonna pull you guys in a little bit closer. I'm gonna move all my stuff out of the way. And then we'll do the bottom. We have Eliminate left, which is like one of the really shiftiest. And I wanna make sure you guys can see. I hope you can tell the difference between, this is the eye that had just glitter glue and eyeshadow base. And this was the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. And this actually had the gel liner base. So I'm really hoping that you can tell the difference between the two. I like both. I think this is fantastic for both. I think like either way, this one will give you a much more vibrant look. This one is a lot softer. So if vibrancy isn't your thing, you can make it totally wearable and it's super fun and pretty and guaranteed you have nothing like it in your collection. It's so gorgeous. So now we're going to play with this shade right here, which is Eliminate. And this is the one that I feel like you can see the shift the best. It's the least foiled. I don't even know if there is foiling in it, but you can see the shift the best. Like this is super easy to see. So I'm just going to take a little shader brush, very small shader brush, and I'm going to apply that underneath like the front portion where it's all blank there. I'm going to apply it there. So just taking a good amount on my brush. I do have some fallout still from my previous application on this eye, so I have to wipe that off. But so you can definitely see the green is pulling first. And I haven't used the black base under this, so I might actually go in and do the black base on this side. I don't know if I want to do that. I'm gonna try some Fix Plus on my brush, just a little bit dampen it and see if I can get that purple shift to show. I actually like the green how it is though. I don't know if you can see the shift. And that's something I really want to bring out. So I think I'm gonna do the black base on this eye. Oh, that is not gonna go off very well. Okay. It really does come off very easily though, so doing my makeup first, it's not hindering any of the, like when it falls out or anything, it's not like hindering my makeup application. So I'm just using a synthetic brush for like cream shadows. And now I'm going to take that little brush again. And it definitely still pulls more green. For sure. Like the green is really prominent. I don't know what you guys are seeing, but I totally see like the green is very, very prominent, whether it's just plain like concealer or eyeshadow primer, or if it's the black base. But at the same time, I think if I were to do an all over like smoky eye color, like using my eyeliner, like the gel eyeliner as the base, and then using Eliminate all over the top of the lid, I think you would really see the shift like you do on this side with those two shades, because those two shades I'm really seeing a shift on the lid with the black base. Not so much on this eye, but they are so pretty. Like they're such pretty eyeshadows that they're so easy to wear even just without anything else on top of them, making them look like too much kind of. But this is so prominent and beautiful. And I love the way that Jump for Joy changes with the black base and the glitter glue base. Like this is very blue cool tone looking, and this is more like raspberry warm with like a gold hint to it almost. Like it's just so pretty. It's so pretty. I'm not at all disappointed in these eyeshadows. I am so pumped to order more. And I'm really excited to try these all over the lid. This Jumping for Joy shade, I would like to try, like I said, doing maybe like a purpley, like a halo eye, and then using that in the center. And then I'd also like to use Eliminate, which is right here. I'd like to do that all over my lid with a black base. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna put the black base on the back of my hand, and then I'm gonna show you guys swatches with all of the 4 shades that I have, and then I'm also gonna do them without a black base as well, so that you guys can see all kinds of options. But I definitely think that if you have deeper skin tone, that these would show up so incredibly beautifully on your skin. And like even wearing it on my very light skin shade with just the eyeshadow primer, like it just looks so pretty. I'm lost for words. I don't have anything like these in my collection that look like this. It's just so pretty. Like it's so pretty. And like I said, they are made in Nova Scotia. So they're made in Canada, and it's a black owned brand. So I definitely recommend you checking them out. And let's go ahead and get started with the swatches. So let's try Pride first. You guys are going to see these a lot on my channel because I really, really, really like them. So I'm going to do really big swatches. So you're going to see swatch with a black base, and you're going to see the swatch with nothing, like no primer at all. So you can really see the shifts in this. I tried to get good sunlight. Today is not the best day for sunlight, but I can't believe the shifts on these eyeshadows. It's unreal. And then this one is Chime. So it looks very, very similar to Pride. Like I said in my previous video, if you are looking for something like this, you may not need them both. I definitely wanted them both because I really like, even though they look kind of similar, they do have a different shift and a different undertone to them. But like when you see them on the black base, they look very, very similar. This one's just a little bit more red looking, and this one's just a little bit more like pink looking. And this one has that like fiery golden color. This one's more of like a, this one's more, okay, so this one's more like a orangey golden color, where this one's like a true gold color. But essentially they are like very, very similar. And then the next one is Jumping for Joy, which is, oh my gosh, so pretty. I probably will be going through this one a lot, but I highly recommend a glitter base underneath it, because you'll see in my swatch that without anything underneath it, you're just going to be picking up the shadow. So if you don't use an eyeshadow primer underneath or whatever, if you just use concealer, like that should work fine. But if you don't use a primer, it's going to just flake right off basically. So there is Jumping for Joy. Oh my gosh, you can see the blueness coming out on the black base. It's so pretty. And then this is so warm. This is why I bought the shade, was because it looked so beautiful and warm. But now that I'm seeing it on the black base, definitely going to be trying that again for sure. It's so pretty. And like, don't let these swatches fool you. I know that they have nothing on this side. My skin is dry, so it's not picking up as I would like it to. These have so much pigmentation to them, so yeah, don't go buy my swatches. Now we're going to do Eliminate, which is that last shade, and probably one of my very favorites. I picked it up on a whim because I don't usually wear a lot of blue or green eyeshadows, but I was so glad that I picked this up because it is absolutely stunning. And you can see, wow, it really looks green in the screen. In person, it's got such a like blue purple shift to it. I think you can probably see it better on the skin, like here even. You can probably see that shift a lot better. Let's shut this off. Will that help? Yeah, you can totally see the purple and the blue shift on this one. So much better. But it looks so green on camera. Oh, there we go. There you can see the shift really good. Just to purple and blue. Like, it's so pretty. I can't wait to just get that all over my eyes. But that is everything I wanted to share with you guys. I really didn't want to make this a super long video, but it definitely is. I'm going to go ahead and do my mascara and all that kind of stuff. And just like, I'm going to keep like staying on camera with this eyeshadow look because I do want people to see the difference. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you continue watching my videos. I do have more MAC single swatches coming up and also my MAC pre-made palette swatches coming up. I'm also going to be trying to focus a lot more on individual shadows, like single eyeshadows, this like 2021 coming up. And I'm going to be doing a lot of project panning, so I hope you stay to check that out. If you like that kind of stuff, please subscribe and like the video, and I'll talk to you guys later. Don't forget to check out Shine by SD Cosmetics. Take care, guys. Bye.